Welcome back to the studio. Today I'm joined by Kelsey Lane, who produced a documentary about food security in Namibia. Well, thanks so much for being here, Kelsey. We're so excited to have you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
So your documentary is called The Omega Project.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about, what it is and kind of what compelled you to create it?
Sure. So the Omega Project is a documentary about food security in Namibia, like you were saying. So we kind of wanted to look at how people are trying to solve food security or increase food security for the people of Namibia. So we looked at a lot of local individuals, some NGOs and grassroots organizations, and also governmental entities.
Wow. So how long was the filming process? I mean, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah, it was kind of nuts.
Yeah.
So we started working on it probably about 2 years ago. We applied for a grant and we got the grant this past June. And we traveled to Namibia in this past June as well for about 10 days.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and we started filming then, but weren't totally sure exactly what our story was. So we got there, got some brief information, were able to kind of figure out what exactly we wanted to focus on. And then this past January, we went back for another 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh. So was it just you or was it another student or an entire crew? I mean, because this sounds like a huge production for me.
Yeah, so it was myself and another student, Ollie Zayak, who's also a senior. We've been working on it together for the past 2 years. And we're in Periclean Scholars, which is where this came from. So as an organization, we're given a country of focus. And our class, the class of 2017, was given Namibia.
Oh my gosh.
So when we started, Ollie and I looked at each other and we were like, oh, wouldn't it be so cool, if we started a documentary? And that was, day one of our time together. And lo and behold, we ended up doing it. So it's been crazy.
That's amazing. So what can people, without giving away the documentary, because I know it's going to be premiered Thursday, what will people expect to see on the documentary, in regards to what the current situation is in Namibia?
Yeah. So they'll see a whole bunch of things. You'll definitely hear that people are struggling, but you'll also hear that they're hopeful and they're excited. And our goal in producing it was not to make it another, African tragedy or, typical documentary about Africa. We kind of wanted it to be really positive and really uplifting. So we hope that people will get the message that, people are doing good things and they're making strides to have better progress for food security.
That's amazing. So, with this entire documentary, what's your goal? I know you're trying to raise awareness to this really, really important issue, but, are you trying to have people maybe travel there, or what's your main goal?
I think the main goal would definitely be raising awareness. Most people haven't heard of Namibia. It's a large country, but there are only about 2.5 million people that live there. So kind of just like getting the word out, getting people to know what's going on there. And then for us personally, our goal is to eventually apply to film festivals. So we're hopeful that, if we end up pulling it off in the best way possible, we'll be able to find something that we can apply to and kind of see where it goes from there.
That'd be awesome. I know so many Elon students apply to these film festivals and they do so well. So what struggles did you face, if any, filming in Namibia? I can only imagine, 2 girls from North Carolina going to school, they go to Namibia. What was that like?
It was pretty incredible. We've both traveled quite a bit, so we were really excited. It was hard though.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Having just the two of us having to lug around all the camera gear and making sure everything was worked out and all the logistics were planned and things like that. It was hard, but it was a really great learning experience and really exciting and neat to kind of see that, have that experience firsthand.
Right, that's amazing. So the premiere, it's going to be this week.
Yeah.
It's on Thursday.
Yeah.
So where is it at? Where can students go?
So the premiere will be in Turner Theater at 5 p.m. on this Thursday.
Everybody go.
Yeah.
Oh, so how do you get a ticket to it? Can you just show up or?
Yep, just show up, no tickets needed.
Okay.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll
awesome.
have a full crowd, which would be great.
So is it just your documentary? Because I know Periclean Scholars, there's a bunch of different students. Or are we going to be seeing, other documentaries that might be shown?
It's just our documentary. It is a class project. We've had the support of our class, but being the only 2 real comm majors in our class, we've kind of been the only ones that have been able to edit and things. But our class has been there to support us throughout the whole thing, which has been really cool.
Oh my gosh, well, it's so exciting. Your work sounds so amazing.
Thank you.
So important, and I can't wait to go see it. Thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely.